Back now as we closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Devin Travis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Eovaldi is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Striding in, Brandon Phillips. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Booker over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Starlin Castro. Previous history with Blake Snell. He has a 3-for-12 line. He's taken him deep once. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, J.D. Martinez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Hediger. Gone!
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at bat of the year. Kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at bat, home run. Not a bad way to start.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. As he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Trevor Story, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Story, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So it was a strikeout swinging Trevor Story, who's retired to kick off the inning. Right fielder. Popped him up. Aguilar has a play. 2 gone. Here's Jonathan Scope now. First pitch on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Scope, who's nicknamed Mamba, he was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. Here's George Springer. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 2 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. George Springer has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run home run for Evan Longoria. First home run of the campaign for him as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
I'm pretty sure he was too focused on the man at first, worried about the steal, and just made a mistake with that pitch. It's all well and good to control the running game, but you have to make sure it doesn't distract from your main job, getting the guy at the plate with the bat in his hands.
The 0-1 delivery. Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Brantley retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater. Coming to the plate now, Andre Booker. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martinez on the run, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Johan Camargo. Camargo is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. And it's 1-2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Brandon Phillips. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Line towards center field. Pollard is there, and he has it for the first out. Up next for the Rays, J.D. Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Hit hard to third, to second for 1, back to first, and he throws it away.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
And this is sliced foul into the stands and right, out of play. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Drilled to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. Martinez rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer. He singled his last time up.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those.
And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error left on. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollard back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The 1-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. A bouncer to the left side, played on the backhand. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. Here's Michael Brantley. In there, no balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
A little bouncer. Pollock, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
And that will get down for Tulowitzki. Looks like extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here it comes. Runner breaks for third. Grounded to short. Story scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. Here's Brandon Phillips, runner in scoring position with Sergan. Here comes the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Henniger, and that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He popped out in his first trip.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Scope. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. McCutchen is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Stepping into the box, Andre Booker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Booker, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. Here's Starlin Castro. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Brantley. 1 down. Here's J.D. Martinez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs. just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work
high in the air and deep to straightaway left. And it's gone as they add still another.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the...
George Springer is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. First pitch of the at-bat.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's up and in for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another shot now, A.J. Pollard. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Shane Bieber gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
And leading off for the Rays.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appears from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out. So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay sixth. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3. Leading off the inning, Devin Travis. And they'll need him to get something going here. Fouled away. 0-1 count, and the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Michael Brantley. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. A high fastball is in there.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Martinez comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here it comes. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7. Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Pollock. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So one away now for Brandon Phillips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So coming to the plate, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone.
Oh, just a sec. What a play. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is wild, and the inning will continue. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
J.D. Martinez will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning, as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision, to say the least, and the inning is over. Standing in, Mitch Henniger. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Henniger.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
2-2. Try at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off yet.
Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first down. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Stowe. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a slider. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now the pitch. Down the third baseline. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. Around second now and headed for third. And he's safe. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with one out in the eighth.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the eighth inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the sixth inning?
It starts creeping in right around the sixth. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
Castro is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the eighth straight ahead. It's the Rays 6 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's J.D. Martinez. He went deep back in the fifth. First delivery to him on the way.
Martinez.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. Popped him up. Story is under it. 1 down.
Center fielder number 4, George.
Stepping into the box, George Springer. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. They did damage to him.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Takes this the other way to right. Henniger is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Now at the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over. 1 for the Rays on the solo home run. So Steph Barnhart starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Behind 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Now here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Catch is made, and the Rays move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Tampa Bay Rays get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Nate Eovaldi gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. Blake Snell permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base.